time too, baby girl, you'll die, you the truth. People can't stop, they staring, they looking at you. Fixed everybody, baby girl, now you feel brand new. Lights, camera, extra paparazzi is all on you.
We will be posting clips from Beautiful Disaster Talk Show, and you guys will be the first to see it. You're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry, and maybe even make a friend if you comment on our post below.
Subscribe to Beautiful Disaster today, and we'll see you real soon on our YouTube page.
Action.
May I speak to the ladies for the unjust and selfishness of this world. May I speak to the self-pity of a woman's heart and the everlasting pain it comes with, and tell you don't have to hurt anymore. May I speak to the ladies whose face is a punching bag and your thoughts are worthless, for you are far more worthy than what you think. That punching bag will deflate and you will heal. May I speak to the abused minds and the trapped memories of a worthless, unnecessary, damaging verbiage by weak misery, for your words will become your testimony. May I speak to that hurt child inside of you that has felt worse pain than your adult self, for it will be okay. May I speak to the ladies who have lost their way home, for home is within the same direction of a spiritual connection. May I speak to the hearts of the ladies of broken hearts, for the thumps and the beat will align again. May I speak the language of forgiveness for the ladies of guilt. You are forgiven if you believe you are. May I speak to the ladies of the night, for your beauty is easily seen in the daytime if you would just let yourself shine. May I speak to the ladies that have lost hope, for hope is never lost and is easily found. May I speak to the ladies who have lost faith, that have lost their compass of righteousness, for the faith is truly there. If you seek, you shall find. May I speak to the mothers that are lost within themselves, for your child needs for you to be okay. May I speak to that little girl that will become a lady, for your journey through life will determine your future. Please find the right guidance through the eyes of God. It is truly going to be okay if you just believe. Thank you for letting me tell my testimony. Now go speak your truth. It's truly yours.
Welcome back, you guys. So today's guest is Miss Ciara Janae. We invited her to tell her story. She had her baby in her 20s, and she was just certain that her body would snap back. It didn't quite go as she thought, but you guys, let's give a warm welcome to Miss Ciara.
Thank you so much for coming to the show.
Yes.
Like she said, you had your baby really, well, not really young, but young. And you ended up having to have a cosmetic surgery on your stomach. Mm-hmm. So take me through the process of being pregnant, having a baby, and then finding out that your stomach was not closing.
Yes, so I had my baby at 23, and before that I was very healthy, always working out, always in the gym, just a healthy lifestyle. Mm-hmm. And so I read all the baby books, just followed all the rules. I thought I followed all the rules, and just tried to do my best to make sure I had a good pregnancy. But anyways, the doctor I was going to, they told me to go to all of the doctors within the network, because out of all nine of them, one of them would deliver my baby.
So, I'm sorry, so it's 9 doctors. You didn't know exactly which one was going to deliver your baby.
Yeah, that's what they told me. They said it could be any of them. It ended up being not one of them that delivered my baby.
Wow. So, how many of the doctors did you meet during
all
your...
9.
You met all 9?
So, like, yeah, on your 7th and 8th month, you have to go a little more frequent. So, I scheduled with every different doctor.
Okay.
So,
okay. So... You said neither one of them delivered your baby. So who delivered the baby?
A random man showed up at the hospital. That's how I see it. I was like, who are you? I even asked him. He was like, oh, well, I'm within the network, and I'm going to help get the baby out of you. Like, I was pushing and everything ready. Mm-hmm. So that was already a red flag. I was like, okay. So he was very rushy, just did not really have any rapport with me. It was kind of just like, I felt like he was just like, okay, on to the next. Mm-hmm. So the experience with that was just crazy, and I just immediately started like just telling my mom about it, she was like, you should document this because it's just like, I don't know, it just happened to everybody.
So you ended up, you were pushing, but you ended up having a
C-section.
Okay.
Yeah, so they made me have an emergency C-section, which when he did it, I felt like afterwards, just with the recovery, everybody kept saying, oh, well, you know, your stomach, it still look like it's pregnant.
Well, wait. Okay, so you ended up having a C-section, but during this time, how long were you in labor before he said, okay, well, we just gonna...
I was pushing, how long, but I was 10 centimeters pushing, and we were pushing for, I didn't feel like it was long, but he said, look, you could keep pushing or we can take the baby out. Like, that's basically how he said it. I was like,
so how did it make you feel
crying.
when he said it like in that manner? How did it make you feel?
I was like, he's super unprofessional. Do y'all have somebody else to send here? But at that point, it was like, you know, I don't know. I'm just going off of his judgment because he's supposed to be professional in this situation. But he wasn't being professional. So everybody was just like, just trust him. You know, he's the professional. You know, we're just going to get through this. Whatever, you know, God got you. So I was like, all right, well, let's just do the C-section because he was making it seem like it was life or death and like I needed to do it. But when you look at the statistics of that hospital, they're just high C-section. Yeah. If you get one of their doctors, it's just like...
I have learned over the years, no matter if it's a birth or a hiccup or whatever it is, just because they are doctors does not mean that they are...
judgment.
Girl,
exactly.
honey. Yes. So he took the baby, and then when he closed you back up like normal, did you feel anything different in the beginning, after, like right after the C-section?
No, I was drugged up a lot.
No, I'm saying, I mean, like maybe days later, like feeling like something like your stomach is not right.
Yeah, of course. Right. And that's typical for the recovery. About 6 to 8 weeks, you're going to feel out of body. You're going to feel weird. So I just trusted the process and was like, all right. After about 6 months, it was like, okay, what's going on? Like I had pictures where my stomach was just like out here, looking like it was filled with air, just everything floating around. And so when it got to the point where when I was eating, I could see my intestines moving, I was like, okay, what in the world is going on? So I went to the doctor for my post-op, and they were like, well, you just have to let your body heal, and you know, it takes a year for the baby to come, it takes a year for your body to...
So you say you can see your intestines moving. Now what is
all
that
you saw
like?
was skin,
okay,
and then my intestines digesting the food. You would see like little wriggly little, and I was like, okay, this isn't right. And I, like, my family was just like, you should get that checked, and I was like, yeah. Even like my digestive system and stuff like that was just off whack. It was like I wasn't regular. So after a year passed, and during that I would wear a waist trainer just to feel comfortable, just to feel like, because it kind of kept things in place.
And I bet that played a big part of your self-esteem too, because I know you said that you worked out a lot prior to getting pregnant and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Girl.
So I was just like thrown off by that, and when I kept going to that doctor, they kept trying to downplay it. So what ended up happening is I ended up realizing I probably need to sue them because this isn't right. Yeah. But when I realized that it was too late to do something, because the lawyers, I talked to about 10 of them, they kept saying it was past the statute of limitations, and I don't know whether it was they just didn't want to take on the case because of the major hospital, which I was just like, I don't understand. So I ended up getting a second opinion from another doctor.
So when you went to the second opinion, what exactly did he say?
He basically told me that you're going to have to get surgery to fix this. He was like, I mean, I get it. Some people have gaps after pregnancy, but this gap is to the point where nothing's protecting your organs. Like, you just...
So what exactly was wrong on the inside? Can you just kind of break it down for the people that they probably end up having a baby girl?
Yeah. Well, when I went back to the actual hospital and asked for the breakdown of the surgery and everything, it tells you each step that they take. And I think what happened is he didn't, well, based on reading it, he didn't put everything back together. He just closed it up. And that missing piece of putting the muscles back, doing everything was skipped somehow.
So I've had natural births, but I thought it was a bikini line cut versus a...
Yeah, it's a cross.
So he still has to go up and...
Yeah, they still have to, even though they have a small little hole, they still pull back some muscles, and they're supposed to... Yeah, and they pull the baby down and out.
Oh, jeez. So that's a lot.
Yeah.
So after you got your second opinion, and he said that you would have to have corrective surgery, what was the process after that?
Well, I still was trying to see, because I didn't want to have to go out of pocket for this. I was like, you know, this isn't my fault. This is like this. You know, what can you guys do? And it just didn't get anywhere. So once they saw I had to go to a general surgeon, then the general surgeon referred me to a plastic surgeon. And that plastic surgeon was able to do both, because originally they were going to do a combination thing. But he was able to do all of it, which I recommend him.
What is his name?
Dr. Max Yeslev.
Okay.
And he's at Kaiser Permanente. So it was covered. And basically they were able to do a tummy tuck, but medically it wasn't listed as a tummy tuck. So basically that's what I ended up having to have done, and I'm happy.
So if you had not gotten the reconstructive surgery, would that have caused more medical issues, or would it would just stay like that, or would it have caused worse issues?
I think there's a potential for it to cause other problems, because when I asked the doctor, did I have to get it right away? Because I was like, I'm uncomfortable. Like, what if I don't get it right now, what are my options? And because it was a matter of, am I going to be able to pay for this type thing? And so I was trying to see, was I able to wait, or should I just go ahead and get it done? And they were just letting me know, like, you know, it could be potential intestine strangulation, you know, where they could just be twisting together. And if you feel these type of sensations, you should go to the hospital. So I was just dealing with it for almost 2 years, just trying to, every day I wake up, put my waist trainer on, and just go.
So, Trendy Prints is a custom apparel printing company. We specialize in family reunion, sports teams, and all other types of branding t-shirts and sweatshirts. Car decals and stickers are available as well. Check us out today. What size do you think you were, like, after, like, your stomach area? Was it like 30 inches, 30-inch waist, like?
Yeah, okay, so honestly, it was just loose skin and intestines. It wasn't fat or anything, because when I would lay down, it was flat. So the waist trainer I had was a 28-inch one, I believe. So I guess you could say it was about 28 inches.
Daily to just hold it, basically hold your intestines in place.
Yeah.
Girl, I know there had to be something. So did that affect your personal life?
Yeah, because I felt like if I couldn't wear my waist trainer, then I didn't want to wear it. So sometimes I felt limited, or either I would wear loose shirts, so that, because sometimes with certain tight shirts, you could see the waist trainer a little bit. So I just didn't like having to be super strict on what I wore.
What about your life with your man, girl?
Yeah.
How did you feel about it?
Well, he understood. He was like, look, you blessed me with a baby, so I mean, you have to do what you gotta do, but I don't want you to deal with this. You know, I don't want you to think about how much it's gonna cost or whatever. We just want to get it taken care of. And thankfully it was able to get covered. So we were ready to pay for it.
That's good. That's good that he was supportive, and it's good that you was covered on insurance now. But however, everybody ain't got insurance.
I know.
So how much do you did they like tell you what the cost would be if you didn't have insurance?
About $10,000.
No, honey, I better research on your doctors now.
And this is the thing, I did all my research on my doctors, but that's not who showed up.
Right, exactly.
So it's like crazy.
But then the thing about it is, he just came out the blue and say, "Oh, I'm in the network.
Hi, I'm so and so. I'm in the network."
But then you meet all the ones that were
exactly. That's why I'm like, what? All this stuff right here should have been a lawsuit. Like, it's just negligence. I feel like them not showing up. I paid y'all for 9 months to take care of me, and I'm supposed to trust that y'all are going to make sure I'm taken care of. And you keep telling me everything's okay, but it's not.
Did this affect, like, your career?
Because I took like a little break for a month, but then I was like, whatever, if I have to wear my blazer or my waist trainer, whatever, because it wasn't that bulky. It was more of a self type thing.
Right,
exactly. Like, oh, I can see my waist trainer.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not to get me wrong, because waist trainers, well, they're good. They help when you're trying to, work out and lose weight and things. But to have to wear it, and you feel like it's in order to use the restroom and stuff, like just things like that. I don't want to rely on it that much.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I get it. So, what's your next step? You got yourself back together, and then it gave you your confidence back to do all the things that you want to do. So now, what are you gonna do?
Well, I'm acting and modeling right now, and that's what I was doing beforehand, before I started having my babies. So I kind of took a break from that to get myself together. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right
Have you done any films or anything that we can see, find you?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at Ciara Janae. It's CIERRAJANAE official, and on Facebook as well.
Okay.
But I do want to say, because I know it may sound like, oh, I have to have my waist turner because of my stomach or whatever. It was one of those things where if you have expectations for yourself, whatever that is, whether you say, oh, I want to lose 10 pounds or I want to be fit or whatever, it was just for me. I was always conscious of my body, so I felt like in that case I couldn't do anything about it, and that was my biggest disconnect, was like, okay, I'm working out, I'm eating right, like I feel like there's nothing else for me to do. And when you feel like that, I want you to listen to your heart, like listen to your body. If something's not right, you need to speak up and get a second opinion.
Right.
Don't just stay within something and deal with something just because you don't have the answers.
Right.
So
that's a lot of that's a big thing with the black community. We don't go to the doctor when we feel, oh, something's not right, but I'll just lay down for a little while and then they feel better, or I take an aspirin, or I take a whatever. It just kind of removes the pain, but it doesn't remove the problem.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing with us. We don't want to go to the doctor. A lot of us don't have insurance, and we just don't. But you have to. I read a story about this young lady. I think she had a baby at home or something, and the paramedics came, and they said that they didn't think she could afford to take an ambulance ride to the doctor, and she ended up dying. Like, her mom came to take her to the doctor. She couldn't. The paramedics said that she couldn't afford it. How they know? You know what I'm saying? And then the mom came to take her, and the lady died. Like, I don't care. Lord, honey, bill me.
Yeah.
Bill me. If I pay you, I pay you. If I don't you gonna put on my credit anyway.
Yeah.
Rent it. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I'm more important. You're more important. You're more important than just a bill, a few $100s. Trendy Prints is a custom apparel printing company. We specialize in family reunion, sports teams, and all other types of branding t-shirts and sweatshirts. Car decals and stickers are available as well. Check us out today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, Mo, you're so quiet over here.
Girl, I'm just listening, absorbing, taking everything in.
You don't have any questions for Miss Ciara?
Oh, no, I don't. I just love her to death. She is so beautiful. When I had seen her story on YouTube, it kind of just reminded me so much of, myself and what I had went through. And I just love her whole attitude, and, that she promotes self-love and different things like that. So I appreciate her coming on the show today. And Ciara, how do you feel now? So you feel good about everything? You feel good about your body?
Yeah, I'm happy. I hate that it happened, because I was like, why?
Right. Especially being so young.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's like one of those things where people frown so much on surgery. Like, if you have to get surgery, get surgery. Like, I'm not saying, just do it for somebody else's reasons. But if you know that you tried all you can and there's something going on, like, do what you have to do to take care of yourself. That's all I say. Like, there's this stigma that plastic surgery is only if you have, like, self-esteem issues or something. But that's not always the case. Like, it's people that just feel like, okay, I've done everything I could. I have loose skin, or I've done everything that I could, and I need this help from the doctor.
Girl, what about the one that just want to do it? Because I'm definitely
That's another thing too.
I'm
like,
definitely gonna get me a little lipo, honey. I'm just gonna put it on out there, baby. Thank you, Jesus. I got a little boobs. I got a little booty. You know what I'm saying? That's natural. But baby, I'm gonna get me some lipo.
Yeah.
I don't care how nobody feel about it, because I feel like this is, you can do what you want to do.
Yeah, do it for you.
It doesn't matter how somebody else feels, it just doesn't matter. I don't care. I ain't never care. So if it's for medical reasons, get it fixed if you can. If it's for personal reasons, if it's going to make you feel better about yourself, get it done. But make sure you research your doctors, research, reviews, read your reviews, talk to people, communicate with people, ask people questions, call the doctor, ask a million questions, honey, because my doctor, no, I am asking 1,000. I need to know what is all this for. What are you going to do? And that's, we go to the doctor sometimes, and then the doctor just say, just like you said, you just take what the doctor say.
Right.
That's not how you handle that. You ask questions. Is your body your life? If you want to live, you're going to, I want to live, honey. Don't give me a little lipo. But this is Miss Ciara Janae. You guys look out for her all over the big screen. I feel like she's going to be great in life and everything that she does. Thank you guys for tuning in to Beautiful Disaster. She is beautiful. She had a disaster and she is beautiful, honey. She came out on top.
Right.
Go to our YouTube page and our Facebook page. Leave comments. Tell us what you think. And make a friend. Talk to people down below on the YouTube comments. See you next time. Bye.
Bye, everybody.